Hey everyone, so I'm back at North Point and this building has now been built. I have photos of what this looked like a few months ago. Check this out. Yeah, it's pretty substantial, and there's more on the other side. But I wanted to apologize for the delay. The last construction video was in August, and now it's the end of December. And I haven't stopped filming, but I just stopped editing, and I got sidetracked by another project that I had to work on for a few months. But I'm gonna continue with these construction tour videos. This is pretty amazing that this is all brand new. They're starting to put the glass in. The parking garage is down below. We're building a few other buildings behind here. Yeah, this is a lot different. I really hope they make it look decent. They probably won't though. It's kind of cool with this crane right here. You don't see a crane like that very often. So yeah, I mean, check out what this used to look like. Yeah, this, if you remember, there was nothing here. Let's walk over here. Wow. Yeah, this is a lot different from what it used to be. They're even working on it on Sunday. Wow. Huh. Yeah, a lot of materials go into building these things. You have to put all the fireproofing on the steel. Where this is enclosed here, they're pouring the floors. In the winter, you have to keep it warm to a certain extent for the concrete to cure properly. But the other 3 floors up top have not been poured yet. But they just keep going. Summer, winter, spring, fall, they just construction just happens so fast. I'm always amazed. All right, let's go to the new Green Line extension. It's funny how I never got a shot looking up these stairs because I never imagined this building was going to be this big. And this building, the other side of it looks like a parking garage. It's pretty bad. The glass front's not so bad though. Yeah. All right, on to the Green Line extension. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. This is the concrete core of a new tower they're building. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 stories. This is where the stairwell and the elevator shafts will be. Who knows what the actual building will look like. But it's pretty cool when they just build the core and it just sits there like a I don't know, something ridiculous. Can't wait to see the rest of it. I think there's a mock-up over there. Yeah, that's a pretty cool mock-up if that's what's actually being built. Huh. Yeah, I think I remember standing here, my first video, where I was underneath the Lechmere station. It's gonna be up on a bridge. And there'll be the entrances over there. And there'll be entrances over there. It's pretty cool. And eventually the road's gonna go straight through to meet up where the Cambridgeside Galleria is. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And it's a center platform. So the center of the bridge is the platform for the Green Line. This concrete core is really cool. I want to take more pictures. Okay, yeah, they've progressed quite a bit. They started pouring the concrete for the side rail. The entire bridge is put up. It looks really good. They have elevators and stairs over here. Yeah, so this will be an entrance into the south end of the Lechmere station. And it goes all the way up to the other road. Over here is that spot back in August that I recorded the guy cursing up a storm trying to put in the rebar for these support posts. Yeah, it was right here. I'll play you a little clip of that recording right now. Yeah, he's not having a good time inside that cage. These guys are all cramped up inside there, having to tie the stuff all off. I don't even know how much one of these pieces of rebar weighs. I don't think I've ever seen rebar that thick. That's some crazy shit. That does not look like a fun job at all. Yeah, that was interesting. But now we have a whole bridge here. The guy's getting paid to work on another project. That's how construction goes. This one is still being poured, I think. We have some kind of signage going here. bridge looks pretty decent. I like it. And they're rehabbing the whole rest of the viaduct that goes down. I'm gonna check that out next. But yeah, I can't wait till the new northbound Green Line's opened up and all the stations are opened up and we have a whole new train system to use. It's gonna be great. Wish they did more of this mass transit stuff. More bike lanes, more bike paths. All right, so here we are, the far end of the new viaduct. It's looking really good. And they're not repairing this part of the old viaduct, but everything from this point on is being redone. And it really did need to be redone. It was crumbling, falling apart, just like this is. You can see. I mean, they chiseled all that stuff out, but it's in tatters. I'm gonna cross the street. See what I'm talking about. Whoop. But they've now spent tens of millions of dollars rehabbing this old viaduct. It looks halfway decent so far. And they're supposedly gonna coat it with carbon fiber. And they injected all the cracks with epoxy, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, this is all the formwork they put up to walk on so they can do all the work they need to do. It's all held on by these big anchors they put into it. You can see a little bit better how it's all hung down. And then they put formwork around the old pillars and beams. I'm always pretty impressed by what's possible. The fact that they use this structure here to support scaffolding and other built formwork to then like pour new castings around the old beams, I guess. It's really cool. They've totally taken the railroad tracks out from the top. And I thought this crane here was to build a bridge that they have proposed going across, but it's all for this work here. It's pretty cool how they set up all these barges. They work off of barges and then they set up this scaffolding. I'm always pretty impressed at what people can do. It's pretty cool with a crane reflection in the water. I like that. I like how it shimmers. And that building shimmers too. Anyway, let's move on. Wow, it's really cool. And they have all these beam sections here. I think they're gonna use steel to reinforce this bridge. Bolt it all in. Who knows? Really happy they're doing this because this bridge always scared me. I always imagined it would crumble. The Green Line would just fall into the river. And the helicopter is going to land at MGH. It's always fun to watch. Wow, they're redoing the drawbridge too. It's pretty impressive. They have a steam line that goes across this, so I don't think the drawbridge is gonna be operating, but they are rust-proofing it. And this drawbridge still operates and bounces. We're gonna check out that building next. It's come along pretty far from last time we were there. I think it's amazing that they're able to sheathe the building at the same time they're pouring the floors. They're still jackhammering all the old concrete from this section. These are all the giant air compressor, and the air lines going up to all the pneumatic chisels. It's hard work. I don't even know how some men do it. Yeah, so here we are. New high-rise in the West End. Right next to the last tenement, right there. Where the Green Line used to come through. I talked about this in my first video. I was standing over there. Let's go stand over there again. Yeah, 20 years ago, if you were standing here, it didn't look anything like this, that's for sure. Wow. There was like a double-decker highway that came through here. It was 2 decks that came down and then merged onto Storrow Drive. And the elevated Green Line came up and overhead and ran down the street. This building here was the only thing left at the West End. It's a pretty cool building. But it's so crazy that now there's this giant building here, and wow, and this building, yeah. And it's still not done going up, or maybe it is. I can't tell. But yeah, it's pretty tall. It's fancy. Well, so that's how that's progressed. I'll just remind you what this looked like last time I was here. Yeah, pretty dramatic. I'll show you photos from over there too, of what this used to look like. Anyway, I wanted to show you a giant wall that's over here and show you an idea I have for it. I forgot to mention that giant wall last time I was here, but let's head over there. Hey, yeah, so yeah, so there's this giant wall right here. It's the side of the TD Garden, and they do have a giant LED billboard, but they have this giant space here that's just doing nothing. And this bridge here and this Aiken Bridge, see this giant wall when you're coming into Boston. So it's a perfect canvas for something really cool. So I'm proposing that we make the wall look like this. Yeah, it's a giant hole in the wall looking into the garden, into the stadium. And it's empty, but it makes you realize how amazing the inside of that building is. The outside kind of sucks, but the inside, amazing things happen in there. And by seeing that photo, you could totally sell tickets, because you want to be there, especially when it's filled with people. So yeah, that's what I would love to do. If someone has the funding and go through the chain of command to get something like that approved, help me get there. I I can make it happen. But right now it's just in my head, and it takes money and a lot of time to get something like that approved, funded, and printed and installed. It'd be printed, it wouldn't be painted. And it's a north-facing wall, so it would last a bunch of years before it was faded enough to have to be taken down. So anyway, enough about that. Let's move on to the next construction project. I want to point out how ridiculous the last tenement looks next to this new high-rise. The juxtaposition is pretty, it's actually pretty cool. But it reminds me of Kenny's house at Soda Sopa in South Park. That's what a lot of areas in Boston are turning into. Anyway, we're gonna head over to that new glass tower that's going up. It's gonna be pretty cool when it's done. All right, let's go. Okay, so this building's going up pretty fast as well, and they're actually putting the steel in around the concrete core, and they're also tearing down the old garage. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. The concrete core on this building is huge. Lots of elevator banks, and the steel makes up the round shape of the building. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so they've got 6 floors built so far, and it's gonna be as tall as the building behind it. And it's really cool that the old garage is starting to be torn down. This is gonna be quite the spectacle when it's all done. This building is going to go probably all the way up to here. Maybe as tall as where those crane tips are. Yeah, I think it's going to be like that tall. We will see. But again, it's going to look really cool next to this old building here. That's what I love about Boston, the juxtaposition between old and new. It's cool to see this vista right here looking towards downtown Crossing. It's so cool. Let's get closer. So this is the spot I stood last August when none of this was here. It was still a hole in the ground, and they just started to build the concrete core, and in 4 months they now have this. It's pretty impressive. By the end of next year, this whole building will be framed out and probably glass put on. It's pretty great. And then this old garage will get torn down. As you can see, they've torn down the first few floors. They put this yellow caging up to keep any of the materials from crashing down onto the ground. It's going to be really cool once Congress Street is opened up. It's funny to think that my Sequoia mural used to sit right there, and now look what's being built. It's gonna be so cool when this gets all torn down. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. Anyway, let's move on to the next. here we are in the North End Parks. One of the videos I showed the before pictures of what this used to look like. I went to all the meetings to make these parks more beautiful. And they listened and they did. Now they're really nice. I got none of the credit though. And they had the ribbon cutting. They didn't invite me because I didn't pay for it. I'm not here to talk about that though, even though these gardens are really nice.
Everybody want to get your pricks up. She loves talking. Hold on a minute. Hey.
This is what I have to deal with all the time.
Pig. You got 30 bucks? Hey, let me tell you something. You do anything you want, 30 bucks.
I'm all set, thanks.
She ain't bad looking either. She loves eating ass.
Oh, God. Welcome to my life. That's what I run into all the time. It's like a Groundhog's Day of that. Alright, what was I at? I was talking about this building here. Yeah, they've come pretty far in forming all the floors with concrete. Yeah, some concrete buildings go pretty slow, but others go really fast. It's interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna get some food.